Have you ever heard the phrase, "The call is coming from inside the house"? Most people think it's just a famous line from a horror movie, a classic urban legend. But what if I told you that for one young woman, this nightmare became a terrifying reality? This is a story that will send a chill down your spine and make you question every sound you hear when you re-home alone. Our story takes us back to a seemingly ordinary night in 1987 in Indianapolis. A young, responsible babysitter named Jill Behrman was looking after two small children. The parents were out for the evening, and the house was quiet, nestled in a peaceful suburban neighborhood. As the night wore on, Jill started to feel uneasy. It was that prickling sensation on the back of your neck, the feeling that you're not alone, that someone is watching you. She peered out the windows into the dark yard, but saw nothing unusual. Still, the feeling wouldn't go away. It grew stronger, more intense, until her heart was pounding in her chest, believing someone was lurking outside, trying to get in. She did what anyone would do. She called the police. She whispered into the phone, her voice trembling, telling the dispatchers she was a babysitter and she was certain someone was watching the house. The police took her call seriously. A patrol car was dispatched, and officers arrived just minutes later. They conducted a thorough search of the property, walking the perimeter, checking the doors, peering into the bushes with their flashlights. They found nothing. No signs of a break-in. No footprints. No one hiding in the shadows. Reassured, they told Jill everything was secure and that she was safe. They left, and Jill, taking a deep breath, went back inside, locking the door behind her. But back at the police station, something wasn't right. As the dispatcher was logging the call, they made a horrifying discovery. They traced the call's origin. It hadn't come from a neighbor's house or a payphone down the street. The frantic call Jill had just made had come from a second phone line inside the very house she was in. A cold dread washed over the officers. The person she was afraid of wasn't outside at all. They were already in the house with her. Realizing the grave danger, the police raced back to the home, sirens blaring this time. They burst through the door, their weapons drawn, shouting Jill's name. But the house was silent. Hairily Selene. They searched every room, their flashlights cutting through the darkness. Jill was nowhere to be found. The front door was still locked from the inside, just as she had left it. It was as if she had vanished into thin air. Then they went upstairs to the children's bedroom. The two kids were sound asleep in their beds, completely unharmed and blissfully unaware of the terror that had just unfolded. But as the officers scanned the room, their flashlight beams caught something on the carpet. Muddy footprints. They weren't Jill's, and they weren't the children's. The trail of footprints led from the children's bedroom, across the hallway, and stopped directly beneath the pull-down ladder leading to the attic. The horrifying truth began to sink in. Someone had been hiding in the attic the entire time. They had listened to Jill's fearful phone call. They had watched as the police searched the outside of the house. And the moment the officers left, the moment Jill thought she was safe, take him down. The police believed the intruder was in the house long before Jill even arrived, waiting silently in the darkness. Tragically, Jill Behrman's body was discovered years later in a wooded area. The case haunted the community and the investigators for a long time. It serves as a chilling reminder that sometimes the real danger isn't what's trying to get in, but what's already inside. So I have to ask you, if you were in that situation, and the police left after finding nothing, would you have stayed in the house? What would you have done differently? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It's a terrifying scenario to even consider. Thanks for watching. And if you found this story as chilling as I did, please like this video and subscribe for more true stories that are stranger than fiction. Stay safe out there.